Hi, this is Pranav Guha Thakurta from EduTV. Today, we have got experts from the universities and education sector. They will guide our students who have written their examination in 2020. So we have with us Madam Varsha Khurana from Vancouver Island University, Canada. Then we have with us Professor Supriyo Guhoroy from Presidency University, Bangalore. We have with us Mr. Dr. Pradeep Kumar, Pro Vice Chancellor, Galgotia University. We have with us Mr. Praveen Jha from Moli University, Lakshmangarh. We have with us Mr. Sachin Juneja, Head Marketing, Amity University, Gurugram. Then we have noted author with us, Dr. Dheeraj Mehrotra, who's authored many books, and recently he wrote a book on 100 tips for careers. Welcome. Let us start with the lady. Madam Varsha, please.
So what we have done in Vancouver Island University, that for fall intake, we have some, programs available. We kept it available for the students looking into the situation that if they might get the results late and then they have no options. This is specifically for the students who are looking at study abroad options, preferably Canada. And besides for other to give them other opportunities, as and on the parent side, parents, they feel right now they just want to sit back at home and they want to give some time to the kids, and they don't want to send in their kids abroad at this moment. So we have also introduced and extended some of the programs for spring 2021, which is January intake. So there's nothing to be worried about, till the time immigration will come up back. Have ample of time since to apply for our university.
Wonderful. So now I would like to request Mr. Supriyo Guhoroy to give his advice to the students.
Yeah, good morning, Pranav, and good morning, other co-panelists. From our point of view, Presidency University's point of view, we have to pardon me if I say that Corona virus situation and the pandemic caused by it, can also be looked as an opportunity to organize oneself. The education as such was moving very firmly towards the direction of blended learning. So my advice to the community of the students and parents is that not to become panicky at this point of time. And, as Varsha was pointing out, that a lot of opportunities will be coming up going forward, which will be very unique, which has not possibly been existing in the pre-pandemic period. So, for example, at Presidency University, what we are doing is that we are targeting to start our academic program for 2021 academic year, more or less on schedule as we would have done in a normal year. But we are also aware that there could be challenges related to ensuring social distancing, ensuring the healthy and a very sanitized environment. So what we are planning to do at this point of time is actually bring in the concept of blended learning, combining a classroom physical learning environment with an online delivery model, right? So what happens is that once that is effectively done, the students' learning process will not be affected or inhibited. That's our firm belief, So because essentially what is happening, particularly when it comes to higher education, people who are crossing their, class 2 level and about to enter into the higher education degree programs, and today, given that there is a very, very high level of reach of technology, even to the semi-urban as well as into the rural areas, it is possible to deliver part of our education modules, right, to the doorstep of the students. And I'm sure that all the forward-thinking universities in the country today, it is not only us, every forward-thinking university in the country is working towards this, right? And I'm happy to actually share with you that I see that particularly the universities in the private sector, they are much ahead compared to, the absolutely A++ grade institutions, including the IITs and IIMs, right? We are thinking ahead. We are going to create an environment, and we would like to ensure and assure the students and the parent community that be it COVID, let it take, months, months and months, it doesn't matter. Your academic career and your academic progression will not be affected because of a set of very committed educationists who are working 24/7 in our country.
Thank you, Shopriyo. Now we also welcome Mr. Praveen Jha from Modi University, Lakshmangarh. Welcome, Mr. Praveen. Now I request Mr. Sachin Juneja, Head MIT University, Gurugram, to give his advice to the students who will be passing out in 2020. Yes, sir.
Good morning, esteemed co-panelists. The advice to class 12 students would be very simple, because this is not the end of the world. It is just a cut short, it's a break in between, but it's not the end of the world. The most important thing, as I always emphasize upon, that they should corely focus on the passion that they want to do. Because in terms of the course, in any case, they will be enrolling in one or another part, but that's not the way of life to move forward, to get the success. To get the success, they have to literally plan their career. And to plan their career, they have to understand what their passion lies about. So it is irrespective of the COVID, because that's a halt situation. That's not the end. So on that note, please plan your career wisely. Please understand, take this opportunity as understanding your strengths and weaknesses. And the most important thing, the post-COVID era will bring a lot of opportunities in the artificial intelligence, data sciences, cyber security, and lot many things. So you need to explore on the emerging career aspects as well. So as in MIT, we have launched various programs, artificial intelligence, machine learning, molecular and stem cell technologies, because now if you see the COVID, this has been a greater emphasis on these kind of things. So they have to understand this aspect, and that's how they can move on.
Wonderful, wonderful, sir. Now I would request Dr. Dheeraj Mehrotra. Sir, what is your advice for the students, and can they take a path for becoming entrepreneurs also?
Yes, of course, Pranav, it is very high time for our students to take every challenge as an opportunity. For as an academician, I feel that this is high time for all of us. In fact, the students need to be learning to be a master of change rather than the victim of change. And they need to come up as a winner. And the very initiative has to be, and also to the teachers and to the faculty, I would rather request everybody to initiate the leverage of the power of learning and add a new skill with the mark of time, learn a new language or try something that has been on your bucket list, and invest in yourself. So that has to be a priority. And above all, for students, you need to set aside time on a daily or a weekly basis to read informative blogs, articles, books, and also invest in yourself to the very particular concept of curating knowledge, and attend a workshop, a webinar, or a training to stay updated, get on some Udemy certificates for you to, qualify for the expertise you're going to share in the virtual room when you're going to have your college admission the first day morning, first day session, and talks about exploring your creative side to exercise the untapped areas of your mind. And this will, of course, open up different doors of perception, as what rightly suggested by my co-panelists. Personally and professionally, it is going to make a difference in a big way, and that relates to honing of your skills with the march of time and go by your passion. And I fully agree with this initiative of going with passion for understanding about the work-life skills, because now we are going out of the school arena and moving into the portals of the college. Of course, it will be virtual for some time, but it's going to be, a very different environment altogether with mentoring of people around. We'll be having interaction with the lecturers, the professors, and it will be on a new case altogether. So that is what my initiative on this ground. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. And I would now request Mr. Praveen Jha, Head Admissions of Modi University, Lakshmangarh, Rajasthan, his views and his advice to the students.
Good morning, all. First thing which has happened in this COVID is I always used to talk about the communication gap within the family. That was the best thing which got re-established uh, with the family during the COVID time. And I believe it gave an opportunity to all of us, all the parents, their family members, and the student also in particular, to discuss about a lot of things, be it a career, be it their personal passion, be it the opportunity because of the COVID. Like one of the key things was Mr. Sachin was talking about the artificial intelligence and other things. I believe digitally everybody has to be active, not only the student when they look for a career, even for a professional like us, or maybe the people who are in the different age group as well. So it got a different set of opportunity for all of us that communication has been reestablished. And post 10+2, basically, definitely there are now different sources. So I believe it's a good opportunity for all the students to explore all the sources. And the key factor I always talk about, as Mr. Sachin was talking about, their interest, their passion. That should be the priority. And even I'll request through EduTV to all the parents that they should be with their child to discuss and conclude a career of his or her choice. That is very important. Because we always follow what others are doing, or the traditional one, or what kind of placement a particular domain is going to give. I believe the priority should be the interest of the child. And this COVID has given an additional opportunity to discuss all the things within the family, or maybe platforms available from where they can explore different career opportunity, career prospect, what kind of salary it is, what will be the content, and how it is going to be. I believe that is the key factor. So this opportunity has to be utilized.
Thank you, Mr. Supriyo. We also welcome Dr. Pradeep Kumar, who is the Pro Vice Chancellor of Galgotia University. Dr. Pradeep, we would like to have your advice for the students who will be passing out their class 12, I think within a couple of days only, as government and CBSE has decided to publish the result by 15th of July. What is your advice for them? What should they do to choose a course or a career or a university? Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late because I was in another webinar. So happy to connect again with Pranav. So as far as your question is concerned regarding 12th class passing out students, yes, now government has decided and the results will be out. Some boards have already announced the results, like UP has declared the result 2 days back. The other states also done it. And hopefully CBSE results will be out in next 2 or 3 weeks maximum. Before 15 July, we are expecting. So now students are geared up. The parents are also have decided. They already shortlisted the institutions based on the previous information they have through website or through other channels like your EduTV also. There are other sources. So now coming back to the question, yes, the students now making mind. Apart from the engineering and medical students, those students who are waiting for the NEET examination, JEE examination to be scheduled, or whatever government has to decide, they have to take a call. But the other students, say in the field of those who are interested in School of Liberal Education, School of Law, School of Nursing, School of Hotel Management, School of Pharmacy, for them now it is the time to decide. And the universities have already uploaded on the portal the information. And in India, I don't think any physical classroom will be possible before October. Maybe this semester it will be through online education only. So in Galgotias, we already have planned, and we have already uploaded the course material on the website and the portals. So what we have decided in Galgotias University, that faculty will be preparing their own lectures through video mode and through PPTs also. And they'll be connecting students to online. So yes, students, they should not mind, they should adopt this. They have already done it in school level. They should be open, the parents should be open to have this semester through digital platform, through open internet working. And hopefully in the month of November, December, they will be called in the campus for the physical contact classes. Or even that, we have agreed that if the things are okay in the month of September, October, we may call students on the basis of rotation basis. For example, in our university, we have a capacity of 15,000 students for all the programs, all the courses. So we may call them alternate days, say even roll numbers on one particular day and odd roll numbers on another particular day. And when the students will be in the classes, basically at 50% of the time, the remaining 50% will be briefed through online education.
I would like to thank everyone.